Welcome in, college football fans. Hey, it's another episode of the Fan Addict on the Fan Addict Sports Network, man. Listen, college football's in full swing. We almost to the midpoint, y'all. Listen, it be coming. It comes so slow, but then it goes so fast, man. But hey, we're here to do another college football preview for you, man. This time it's Arizona State at home taking on the visiting Colorado Buffaloes, man. Colorado coming off of two, losses. But listen, this past weekend played pretty good. Let's talk
Yeah,
about it.
the fanatic. Where we keep it 100, keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina. Upstate, 864. Yeah, the FANATTIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what
All
I
right,
see.
man. Like I say, I'm Coach I. This the Fan Addict, man. If you're new to the channel, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man, and share it with your friends, man. We talk college football all the time. It's college football season. We in full swing. I do game previews during the week for some of the bigger games. We do two live streams a week, one on Tuesdays for just Georgia football, and then one on Saturdays where we have other content creators come on, and it's called the Saturday Night Snap Count. We talk all the college football from that particular day, recapping everything, all the highlights, things of that nature, man. So make sure you tune in with us, man. And on this video, man, hit that like button, man, and get in the comments. Like, I love to get in the comments, man, to see different team fan bases, point of views, things that they feel is important, not as important, players they feel more important, things of that nature, man. So we love the interaction all together here on the Fanatic Sports Network, man. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. Last week, Colorado took on USC. Everybody watched that game, man. It started out looking like that USC was going to pull away and have a victory, such as the one that Oregon had over Colorado. But Colorado is built to come back from behind, on teams like a USC whose defense isn't that of the Oregon Ducks, man. And we've seen this story before for some previous Lincoln Riley coach teams where they got a huge lead and then they give up some points in the second half, and these weren't garbage points either. Like Colorado had a legit chance, I think, to win that game. With some questionable, like time management things going on in the second half of Colorado using timeouts too early, things of that nature. Um, but what I did like to see is they actually were made a direct effort to run the ball more, even if they wasn't actually getting a lot of yards running. I think that helped them out in the long run. And then the play of Kamani McLean on defense, the Amarion Miller that stepped up on offense, both true freshmen, man. I think they found two playmakers there that can help them down the line while they're waiting on some of their guys to get back. On the other side, man, listen, Arizona State's been having a rough go of it, especially since Jay Rashada got hurt. I mean, they started the year off with a win, versus Southern Utah. Now they've lost four in a row, man. The latest being to Cal. They were only down 10-7 at halftime and kind of hung in there, but Cal was able to hold them off. Their quarterback, Trent Burgett, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, Arizona State fans, let me know in the comments. He actually threw for 300, I want to say 344 yards. So that's a bright spot for sure. He's maybe coming into his own while Jaden Rashad is out. And Rashad is out 4 to 6 weeks. Drew Pines kind of injured, banged up. Even Burgett got a little banged up a couple weeks ago. So they're having some real issues with people staying healthy at the quarterback position. All right, but today we'll look at a little bit of the Arizona State offense versus that Colorado defense matchup, and then flip it and look at the Arizona State defense trying to defend the Colorado offense. And then I'll give a couple of keys to the game and what I think the prediction is going to be. So, man, let's talk about that Arizona State offense versus the CU defense. There's no listen, man, it's no secret that the Colorado defense isn't very deep. They have a lot of good players on their defense, but they're developing that depth. It's not there where they, of course, it's not there. It's the first year, not where they're gonna want it to be. But again, like I said, earlier, Kamani McLean stepped up big time in that second half for Colorado. I think when they do get Shiloh back, along with Trevor Woods at both the safety spots, and then you have Travis Hunter back in a couple of weeks. I don't know if he's gonna be back this week. I know he was trying to get back last week, and Dion was like, "Yo, your future too bright, bro. Like, chill out." we got it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe he comes back this week, but I think they may hold him out, where they get this bye week and then he can come back after the bye, possibly and be he had a lacerated liver, so it may hold him out. But when he do come back, that secondary is gonna be a no-fly zone for sure. But until then, like I say, Kamani McLean stepped up on that defense. The front's looking, better and better each week. Yeah, again, it's about being able to hold up the whole entire game, all four quarters, and starting, faster than they started, against Southern Cal. But Arizona State's offense, man, Trent, like I say, Trent Burgett did throw for 344 on Cal. Um, Cameron Scatbo. I hope I'm saying his name right. That dude's been Mr. Everything for Arizona State's offense. I mean, he's second, he's their second leading receiver. Of course, he's their leading rusher. This dude can do it all. And if you watch the Southern Cal Arizona State game, and especially in the second half, you saw Scatbo. It was like watching Utah 2022 versus USC. They couldn't stop the tight ends there, and they couldn't stop Scatbo in the second half of that Southern Cal game. So I think Arizona State's going to look to depend on him a lot. Maybe Elijah Badger. I like him at receiver. He's their leading receiver. He doesn't have any touchdowns as of yet, but I think he's going to get there. I think they rely a lot on Scatbo once they get inside the goal, goal to goal situations and things of that nature. But I mean, him and then maybe people like Xavier Guillory can step up in that right to go against this CU defense, man. Now, for the other side of the ball, the Arizona State defense trying to take on this Colorado offense. All I can say, Arizona State fans, got your hands full. I mean, I'm pretty sure you watched most of that game last week and you've been paying attention this year. Colorado has some weapons, and they just discovered another weapon. I mean, outside of Jimmy Horn Jr., Xavier Weaver, Dylan Edwards, now you add, even though Travis Hunter's out, now you add another guy, true freshman wide receiver in Mario Miller, man. That dude, I ain't gonna say he single-handedly, kept them in the game, but he was a big part of the reason why they were even in the game versus Southern Cal, man. And I think that only strengthens the already potent offense that they had. We all know what Shedeur can do at quarterback. I think that, like I say, I think Sean Lewis, the OC at Colorado, made a direct effort to run the, to run the ball a little bit more, to take some of that pressure off of Shedeur, and they can keep that up. Then this Arizona State defense, man, that's they're giving up points to pretty much everybody. So this game could, I ain't gonna say it'd be a shootout, but if Arizona State brings the same mentality they brought against Southern Cal, I think they could score some points. I mean, honestly, I think Colorado and Southern Cal kind of built, similar. They both got dynamic offenses. They have players on their defense, but as a unit, they could give up some points. So this Colorado offense is going to definitely start hotter than they did this past weekend with Shedeur and those wide receivers and the running game. Getting into it, Hankerson and Wilkerson, and hopefully as we go on in the season, man, listen, man. I'm down here in SEC country, man. I know all about smoke, and then watched a lot of McCaskill. I want to say he's from Houston. These guys can tote that rock, man, and I don't know if it's the health or what it is, but I I think as the season goes on, they're gonna, continue to get be a bigger part of the run game there to help out that offense, man. So just looking at some keys to the game, I think if Arizona State wants to be in this game and win, they got to find a way to start fast on offense. Get Cameron Scatbo in the running, I mean, running game and the passing game, but hopefully, get Elijah Badger into the actual end zone. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a talented receiver. I think they need to go to him early and often, and both of those guys, Scatbo and Badger, helping them out. And don't turn the ball over for Trent Baguette. Just don't turn the ball over, because you definitely don't want to give Colorado more opportunities to score. For Colorado, I think it's simple: start fast, start early, leave no doubt. If you can, if you can get a early 2 touchdown lead on the Sun Devils, I think that Colorado has enough offense to hold them off. And I don't think Arizona State wants a shootout with Colorado, because Colorado's shown the propensity to score on just about everybody, other than Oregon. Oregon has a better defense than most, though. So there it is, man. Colorado fans, of course, Hey man, appreciate all the love you show on the channel. Get in the comments, man. Tell me how you feeling after the two losses. I think these are two losses that some of us, kind of saw anyway. You still have a lot of the goals set in front of you. You're not out of it. It's just two, because I think the Pac-12 is that deep that those teams that you lost to could end up losing a game or two here and there. And then you look at then you right back into things. Arizona State. Fans, get into the comments, man. Let me know what you think. I mean, I get it. It's not looking how you wanted it to look. You thought you was gonna have Jaden Rashada. He's out. But again, Trent Burgett did look a little bit better last weekend against Cal. I know Cal's not world beaters, but it's 344 yards passing nonetheless. Let me know what you think your score predictions are going to be. Again, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, man. This is Coach Out from the Fan Act. We out here.
We got it jumping like it's that valley. I call my dogs out the pound, let's go eat. Turn on the fan at it, let's have a debate. Who really hold down the Southeast from state to state? What team hungry gonna eat everything up off they plate?